Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast, your shortcut to various opinions on all things pop culture. This is the episode for the week of February the 21st, 2021. I am your host for this week, David Parker, and joining me today is...
Landon Browning.
Colby Chapman.
Mick.
And Mick. You didn't say "and" this time.
I thought you didn't want me to.
No, I specifically didn't say "and" because the previous time you wanted to say "and," so we both said "and," and this time neither of us said "and."
Okay, start from the beginning.
And Mick.
I'm back, dude. I'm back for a second week in a row.
Oh yeah. Will is out. He has people visiting or something. And even if he didn't,
No. Will's doing a good impression of Colby this week.
Oh, right.
Yes, it is me, Will.
Man, this is gonna be so good.
Wow, really.
Not a lot has happened this week. But Landon has some big stuff. Landon had some. I mean, the Landon had enough go on to counter the rest of our boring lives. So,
Yeah.
Landon, just take it away.
Landon's turning into Voldemort.
I can no longer see. The LASIK surgery was a failure. I am blind. But it's kind of cool. Everything's dark. I can save a lot on electricity because I don't have to have the lights on.
You can sleep during the day. No issues.
Yeah, no issues. No, my LASIK surgery was so far I would call it a resounding success. I can see 20/20 without glasses. The voices in my head is the only side effect that's been...
Those were there prior to the procedure, though, weren't they?
But before they weren't speaking German.
Yeah, now they're German.
Give us a breakdown. Like what was it like? I mean, like you were going in to have them laser you. I mean, I don't know if that's something I could do.
Yeah, it was a little scary. I went in like 45 minutes before the surgery happened. They gave me some like Valium to like just make sure you're calmed down, and then they sat me in this waiting room, and they kind of have some overlap because they do a bunch of them they do like all their surgeries on Thursday. So like I was there, and there was a person ahead of me in the waiting room, like a smaller waiting room. They went and had their surgery, and then I kind of moved up to be like on deck, and then someone came in that was going to come in after me. And the person that was waiting that was going to go after me, like I could tell, like just watching them, they were starting to freak out. I asked them like, "Hey, are you doing okay?" Like, and they're like, "Oh no," I'm like starting to freak out. I'm like, "Oh, they do like tons of these. It'll be fine." She's like, "Oh, I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about me." And I was like, "Oh,
what?
That's not a good thing to say." Like, so
She's worried about
in
like,
the
how
waiting room.
do?
Yeah, like so she was like worried about if she's gonna freak out or something. So and you could in the waiting room you can hear the laser fire. Like the machine was close enough you could hear it going.
Is it like
off.
the Death Star? Like
it's like a like that kind of noise. And
like a laser.
So they take me back. It sounds so they take me back from the waiting room and they put like a hairnet on me. They put like the little like mesh walking, boots on you, like the sanitary stuff. Yeah. And then the doctor, like the surgeon comes and he's like, "All right, we're going to numb your eyes some more." They'd already given me a couple numbing drops, and then they gave me more to completely numb my eyes. And then he kind of was like,
"Okay, I can't listen anymore. I can't do this."
No, come on, just stick with it. Like they gave me numbing drops.
Is the numbing entirely from drops, or do they take like ice cubes and just rub them on your irises?
No, it's from drops. It's from drops. So they gave me some numbing drops, and then the guy's like, "All right." So he's like, "This is like I'm gonna kind of like tell you what's gonna happen before we do it, and like every time we do something, I'm gonna tell you a couple seconds before we do it, so you know what's gonna happen." He's like, "We're gonna go in there, we're gonna lay you down, we're gonna put this like suction cup thing that's gonna press over your eye. He's like, you're gonna feel a lot of pressure, and then he's like, then your vision's gonna go away. It's gonna go dark."
Dude, Mick looks like
he's like sick. And he's like, "That's completely normal. Don't freak out. And you're gonna see this like light you're supposed to focus on. We just need to focus on that.
Don't go into the light. I repeat."
So I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Let's do this." So like we go in, they lay me down, they like sit me up, get me in position. They're like, "All right, we're gonna do it." Like, and yeah, they put this like cup thing over your eye, and like they were not kidding. It felt like they were like pushing my eyeball in, and then like you felt like kind of like a numbed. It like kind of felt like a knife went over, and you could feel like, and then like literally like you could see like the laser thing they want you to focus on, and then you could just watch your vision just went gone. It went dark. And then like it kind of slowly came back blurred, and they're like, "Keep focusing on this," and like they have like a dot you're supposed to focus on. Like it's gonna get blurry and it's gonna clear up.
Don't look away from the dot. Don't look. Stay looking at the dot.
So they did that. They had to like, do the blur out thing on both eyes, and they went through, and like you could hear the laser firing, and then I could smell like it smelled like burning hair, which was I think my eye.
Mick
burning.
looks so uncomfortable.
I think he's gonna get sick.
I'm laying there and they do it, and then like they're like, all right, we just got to clean it up, and then it felt like the only way I could describe it. The only way I could describe it is it felt like they were taking a paintbrush over my eye, and I think that was them like putting the lid back because they
were painting the pupils back on since they erased them.
So it felt like they were like painting, and then they sat me up and they're like, all right, like we're done. The whole thing was maybe 10 minutes long, and then I went to the waiting room and they're like, all right, like, and they gave me these goggles to wear, and then so I went left and like I felt like fine, like I mean I could see like immediately. It was kind of blurry.
You drive yourself?
No, you're not allowed to drive yourself.
You can drive yourself there, I bet, but you probably can't drive yourself
not
away.
Yeah. So and then I got home, and it was like for like the first 5 minutes after I got home, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, and then like the numbing drops wore off, and the next 3 hours were like basically hell on earth. Like my eyes hurt so bad. Like I looked in the mirror, they were completely bloodshot. Like both eyes were completely bloodshot.
Oh.
So I just went and I laid in bed with these goggles on, like put a podcast, and I just laid in bed for probably 3 hours with my eyes closed, and I got this big bag of Skittles, and I just opened one of my dresser drawers and I just set the bag of Skittles, and I was like panic eating Skittles for like 3 hours as I just laid in bed. Like,
so your eyes were raw, your tongue was raw, your mind was raw.
Tongue held up. The tongue held up, and then like I would get up to go put eye drops in because like they would start feeling so irritated, and I would turn the lights on. I had to go in my bathroom. I had to like, it's got like the 5 light bulbs set up above the mirror. Mm-hmm. I had to take all but one light bulb out because the light was so bright I couldn't open my eyes. So I had to like blindly like unscrew all these light bulbs and then just So I laid in bed
the scene from Minority Report when he gets his eyes taken out and replaced, and so you have like a string. So in this scene, he has strings like attached to his arms, like where the kitchen is and where the bathroom is. So. In the scene, he goes to the kitchen, and he can't see because he has bandage over his eyes. He grabs the sandwich that was laid out for him that he was supposed to eat, but he grabs the wrong sandwich, and it's a sandwich that's been in there for like months, so it's all green and moldy and disgusting. No. And then he takes a drink out of like this horrible, gross-looking milk.
No.
And that could happen at Landon's because Landon keeps spoiled milk in his fridge.
That's all I'm picturing in my mind is that scene from Minority Report. Anyway, go ahead.
So it was, the first 3 hours were like straight up like hell. It was like, I was like, oh, this is not cool at all. And then after like 3 hours though, like the swelling kind of came down. I was able to get up, make some dinner. I watched like one episode of TV, but it was almost too much to even like focus on the screen. It would hurt too much. So I kind of just listened. It was like just a cartoon. So, and then I just listened to another podcast and like ate dinner. And then I tried to sleep.
The dangers of LASIK. A 4-part miniseries for
HBO.
Yeah.
So I didn't sleep very well the first night, and now it's pretty good. I still have to put eye drops in. I'm up to like every 20 minutes I have to put just like normal eye drops in to keep my eyes moist, and there's like these medical prescribed like antibiotic drops and steroid drops. But I panicked a little bit like when I got home because my right eye looks like now it looks completely normal like the morning after, but my left eye, there's like, I think I showed everybody here, but there's like a huge red splotch, and then like in the upper left of my eye there's like a purplish red splotch. And so when I went in for my day after follow-up, I'm like, what's this all about? And they're like, oh, well, when we pressed down on it with that suction cup, we ruptured a couple blood vessels in your eyeball from like the pressure.
Mick. Oh no.
Dude, I hate.
And they're like, that's normal. It's totally normal. It's like they're like, it happens like almost every time. They said it was like kind of like surprising that it didn't happen to my right eye. And they said it like could take up to a month.
Yeah, it's a shame. We tried to pop some of those vessels, but they just wouldn't go.
And the pressure was weird. The pressure was the weirdest part. Like it felt like a pressure, and then it kind of felt like something cut, but like you couldn't. It was numb, so like you couldn't. Really...
And then you went dark.
Yeah, the dark part was like when it was like, oh my god, like no,
like this is it.
Yeah, but when I went back the next day, I was like standing out like in like checking out, and like one of the nurses that had like helped out with the surgery, she's like, oh, you did like really good during the surgery, like it's, which I don't know if they have people that don't do well. She's like, yeah, you were
your
like,
eyes
cool
didn't pop.
Yeah, they're like you were cool as a cucumber during. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. Like, so I think what actually happened is I probably had like a normal like, procedure, and like I'm guessing the chick that went after me,
Oh
I'm
no.
guessing had a complete meltdown during it, which I can't imagine if you freaked out during it. Like I don't know what like I mean if like you tried to sit up or something, or like I mean I assume they have to hold you down because like once they start, I don't think you can stop. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you can come back.
It feels like something like you have to finish, otherwise your vision's way worse. Like
or I mean if they cut it, dude. I mean like like the black part. Like I mean it came back after like a few seconds. I don't know if it's like I don't know what causes it to go black. I don't know if it's like the lack of oxygen getting. I don't know.
I'm not an eye doctor, so
I'm not either, but
Mick?
But I can see. So Mick, when are you gonna get it done?
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Do you want to talk about
It's
wet
like
bread
free.
instead? Like, would you prefer to talk about that over this?
Talk about wet bread.
But in all honesty, though, like
Man, if you
being
cut
able
your
to,
eye open with wet bread, that
but it's been surreal being able to see without my glasses. Like I woke up the next morning and you get up and you're like, wow, I can read the sign. I can read.
It was like
I can
like
read.
Peter Parker in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not quite like certain things like lights are still kind of like fuzzy and like
do you have the
hurt my eyes.
halos?
I've had like little like black lines kind of every once in a while if I like blink to a bunch or have my eyes closed and open them. But it's supposed to take I think a few weeks for it to kind of like be where it's supposed to, like where it's kind of balanced out. But I went in the next day and I took the eye, just a standard eye test, and I had 20/20 vision. So
Have you tried either seeing through something or using your laser vision yet?
I have not. They said you have to wait a month to use the laser vision. So
Man,
or you could like
excited,
tear
though.
something.
Did they actually make that joke? I could see them making that joke.
You have to wait. No, they didn't.
Okay.
I wanted to. I told my dad I wanted to when they got done with it. Like when they're like, oh, like leave the clock. I wanted to be like, hey, can you guys turn the lights back on? Like I can't see. Like fall out of the church, are crying, be like, oh. Like, but I'm like, they probably wouldn't find that very funny. Like start screaming down the hall, like, oh, what have you done to me? Like freak out the person. Like wait a minute.
The person's
Like,
who's
don't
coming
do
next.
it. Yeah.
You hear the doctor, he's like, all right, dude, grab the syringe, like it's over.
Yeah, put him down. Yeah, it's been a month since one of these happened. That's a shame.
Yeah.
But, like the surgeon, like they were playing music in like the surgery, like in the operating room. Like the surgeon guy was like kind of like humming along to the tunes. I'm like, dude, it's just another day. It's just another day. So
What song did you listen to?
I can't remember.
I feel
I was pretty calm, but like I was like inwardly like a little tense. I was like,
Weird.
It was pretty scary. So
I don't think I could do that.
what?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't
You
like
You're not a man of
procedures.
science. You're not a man of science. You don't trust
I'm
the
not a man of
system?
science. I'm a man of fear.
I'm man of fear. I'm kind of weird because I would say I'm one of the more paranoid people, like hypochondriac wise, in our friend group.
I'd say
But
so.
like when it comes to medical procedures, like I don't get that nervous. Like knee,
Trust the
like when I
doc.
have my knee scoped, like tonsils out, wisdom teeth, like
Vasectomy.
yeah, calm. Like I don't. It just doesn't bug me that much.
is there an option to be like put under for this LASIK surgery?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
I think
I don't.
because you
I
need
think
to
that would up.
focus.
I think that would up the cost of how much it would
Oh,
cost.
yeah, because
Oh, it
anesthesia
definitely
is really
would.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
expensive,
So
but
See,
and it
I'm
would
all for
probably take
surgery
longer.
as long as I'm asleep the whole time.
Me too. Landon,
it's
I'm
really
actually
fast.
really
Like it's only 10
surprised.
minutes. All you have to do is like steal your nerves for like 10 minutes. Like,
I can't do it. I'm a wimp.
I mean, I probably
I'm
could
really
do it, but
surprised.
I don't want to do it.
but don't you not want to have glasses?
Well, I do, but also, I mean, like, I don't think that I think LASIK also isn't like permanent too. I think my aunt got it done, and it got to the point where she had to wear glasses again.
I think you can
You
most of
didn't-
the time you get like 10 to 15 years out of it.
Landon's like, what?
What?
It's like hair restoration surgery. Like you can get it done, but it's not permanent. That stuff's falling
Yeah.
out too.
My thing is if I can get, I think it's typically more successful the younger you are when you do it, and you get like more use out of it. But I've heard like 15 years, like 10 to 15 years is like you can typically get away with that, and then you can typically have it done again. Which I got like a lifetime. If the place stays open, I have a lifetime warranty where like.
I mean, they'll probably be open until they get sued, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah. It turns out it's like a.
I'm sure they have great
procedure.
malpractice insurance.
Yeah,
They're fine.
So, but like 3 days after surgery, I would highly recommend it because
Now, you don't have to go into super details, but I mean, like, you're recommending it, but it's also wasn't the cheapest thing, because this is not something that your insurance covered. This was like 100% out of pocket, correct?
It was like $4,000, I think. So, but
chump change.
I was able. Money was tight, but I was able to really,
scrape
my belt,
scrape the dough
lunches,
together.
I
mean, you haven't bought a PS5 yet, all because of this LASIK surgery. Not due
that's
to
the only reason.
Other reasons.
So, but I don't know if you have actually, I doubt any health insurance covers LASIKs. Would be my guess, because it's like an elective surgery.
I mean, I'm sure some group does, because you can get pretty much anything, but yeah, most do not. Like mine does not offer laser eye surgery.
Yeah. So
am I the only one that's like kind of shocked that Landon doesn't remember that song that was playing like in a very traumatic point?
Well, I wouldn't say it was traumatic. It wasn't traumatic, and Landon doesn't have the greatest memory either, right?
You don't hate.
It's probably Ocean Man. It was probably Ocean Man, and Landon didn't want to remember it, and he's just lying.
No, it was some kind of. It was like a pop song. It was some kind of pop song.
Pop as your eyes.
I remember
pop.
Pop.
So like a few years ago, when I had my appendix taken out, like I was in the ER first, and so then they're like, "Oh, like we're gonna do this surgery in like an hour." So they were kind of like rushing me into surgery, and I finally get in the bed, and like they push me into this room, and like the doors swing open, and they're playing "Stuck in the Middle with You" from like Reservoir Dogs.
There's a there's a bloody ear on the ground.
Like, no, like that was like the last thing I remember, and I only heard it for like 10 seconds before I was out, like because they were putting me under before I went in, and then the door swung open, and so I like saw where I was gonna be, and it's just stuck in the middle with you. It was so scary.
I mean, you do have a greater memory than the rest of us, Colby. So
yeah, dude. I mean,
because he's younger than us. Like,
well,
I mean, yeah.
You are just a child. There's less to remember. Like,
how old are you, Colby? 20? You 20?
Yeah.
No, he's 15.
Going on 21. It's a big year. High expectations.
What are you gonna do for your 21st birthday besides go to Hawaii?
No, I'm going to Hawaii after.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get Colby trashed.
Dude, I probably won't do anything super exciting. I think it's on a Wednesday, so I'll just work and then come home.
Get trashed.
Yeah, that's what's great. Yeah, I mean, that's what's great when you become an adult. What you do on your birthday usually is go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
birthdays kind of suck. Like
nothing too special.
As an adult.
I'll have my own place, dude. Maybe I'll just have people over. Maybe you know what? You guys can come over, Dave. If you're not there,
that seems like a weird, just that phrase, let's go over to Colby's.
Seems weird. I know.
Yeah, Colby might have a place by then. That'd be kind of interesting.
No,
Colby.
Yeah.
So we tried to do a playlist every once in a while, Grand Theft Auto playlists, because it's how because the best racing game on the PlayStation
on the market
is Grand Theft Auto. So if we want to do any type of racing, that's what we have to play. So we play playlists all the time, or not all the time, but every once in a while we get together and play playlists. And Colby was not there yesterday,
and I never win.
Oh yeah, because Colby got some massage therapy. Now, was this your first massage?
First ever massage. I was given a gift card for 1 3-hour session for my birthday last year.
But you were done in 30 seconds.
No, dude, it took the full hour. It was actually really painful, really painful.
Oh
yeah, dude.
Oh no.
She gave me the people's elbow in my neck.
What did you have rubbed?
What is the people's elbow?
Dude, you don't know what the people's
We'll be out here trying to flex on us with massage knowledge.
No, I don't know what the people's elbow is.
No, dude, the people's elbow is it's a fake wrestling term, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's the wrestling
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
Where you jump on somebody with your elbow.
Oh, and then you smack them with your elbow.
She just dug. To be fair, dude, I did say go as deep as you need to, whatever's gonna help.
Yeah, keep going.
And it hurt so bad, but I couldn't. I didn't want to tell her to stop.
Well,
what is happening?
But Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the massage?
Yeah, I do. I feel a lot better. Like I feel loose right now.
Uh-huh.
Did you try that? Did they have those like suction cup things?
No, she said she doesn't do that for the first time.
Did you lose your
because
vision?
it causes like. She said those
You
cause
lost
too much
something else.
trauma on the body, like first time. So I'll probably get those done like second time around. She recommends I go weekly because of how like tense I am, and I was like, I'm not gonna come weekly. Like I might do once a month, but
some insurance actually covers massage therapy. Colby, does yours cover massage therapy?
I don't know. I could at least pay for it. Like, I could at least probably pay for it through like an HSA, like so it's not really out of pocket. Like,
I mean, I can't imagine that massage
What's
is
that,
like
Landon?
that cheap, right?
it's not super cheap, but they offer like memberships where as long as you're booked out for like months at a time, then it's like $30
Do they not
off
know how to use
per
a
session.
camera?
What are you talking about, man?
Now I kind of always like think of massage as something that old people get or adults or something. I've never
I'm an adult.
I've never gotten one. Landon or Mick, have you ever gotten a massage before?
No.
I have, yeah.
Nick has?
Yep.
Mick, did you? What was yours like? Did you get
It was
the
nice.
pile driver elbow or whatever it's called?
The
No,
people's elbow.
They brought out the chair and just.
Oh yeah,
I didn't sign up for a cage match.
yeah. John Cena shows up and gives you a massage.
Mick, when did you go? Like how long ago was it?
Gosh, it was like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. And you enjoyed it?
It was, yeah. I mean, it was good. I'd never had one.
Was
before.
this a gift or something, or were you just like on a
Mine
whim?
was.
Or were you just on a whim going like, yeah, I'll just go get a massage somewhere?
I can't remember. It might have been something from a Christmas party that I got.
Oh, that would make sense.
Like white elephant gift exchange, like gift.
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Dude, I recommend it. Like, it was really nice.
Yeah, and the room too was like all like atmospheric. Like it was just like an oasis almost. Like you go in and you're just like, like this is nice.
The lights were super dim,
calming.
like playing like
Yeah.
spa music.
Metallica.
Say your
They were playing Colby with you.
I just don't really like being touched that much.
So I don't either. Like I like my own space and everything, but I mean it was a free gift card, so of course I was gonna do it. It was nice though. It wasn't like as weird as you guys are making it out to be.
I like
I wouldn't say it was weird.
So it was nice.
It was pretty relaxing too. Like I don't know, wasn't bad. I recommend it. I'll probably go again in like a month.
Do you get like a referral bonus if you refer like a certain amount of friends or something?
Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
But the membership price is like way cheaper. So, and there's no, it's like not like you have to sign up for anything. It's just as long as
Where'd
you're
you
booked
go?
out for. I went to a place called Elements Massage. They have one in
Where's
Wandermere,
that at?
one in the.
Not that
It's right by.
I don't have any context to that.
Yeah.
So, disregard my question. Disregard that.
Okay, well we can talk about that later. But they have like.
No, what's the
3
best way to
locations in
get
Spokane.
there, Landon? Can you? Now, if you're leaving, like you're driving south down Division. So Colby, you'd recommend. I don't know if I could. I really struggle between if I'd rather get LASIK surgery or a massage, and I probably lean towards
Those are
LASIK
both-
actually.
Really?
Wait,
that
you,
would
like-
disturb you less than a massage?
Yeah, well, it'd be over quicker.
Just get a 5-minute massage.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I did have to sign a waiver that was like the massage
We kill
therapist.
you.
No, it was like they can terminate the massage at any time if they feel uncomfortable. So they've definitely
Oh.
had some like bad people go there.
Oh, of course.
But
Was part of it that like you can't terminate it at any time if you're uncomfortable?
No.
Like, no, sorry. Only if the massage therapist is uncomfortable. You got to stick this through.
no, no, dude,
No
it
more
hurts
people's
so bad when
elbows.
it's
How
like-
many elbows are those?
I kept having to like tell myself in the back of my mind. I was like, "Come on, dude! Like, just don't be a wimp." Basically, like I had to get through this because I didn't.
That's a weird thing to say to go
You're-
like to do at a massage, but I mean,
Well, yeah.
like, were you scared? You were.
No. It was like deep tissue. It literally hurt. It hurt so bad at some points, and then other points, like you could just feel that like part of the body go numb. It was weird. That might have just been like a personal experience. I don't know. I recommend it.
Cool. Well, maybe if I get a free gift card from somebody at some point, I'll redeem it. And go
I'll give you a massage, Landon. But
I have to give you Lasix.
Yeah.
We can try it.
If I'm uncomfortable at all during the LASIK procedure, I can cancel it at any time. Half of one eye is done.
Your flap's still out. You're just like flopping around.
It's
like,
popped.
Ah.
Oh, gosh.
Great.
Well, that's really cool, Colby. Let us know if you go back again and if suddenly you're like a more relaxed, less stressed individual, because anything that helps our mental well-being is helpful.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe next week I'll try real therapy.
Let's see what else. There's not a lot. I mean, we don't have a lot going on.
My massage was like the highlight
of your week,
my year so far.
I mean, highlight of my week. What was the highlight of my week?
Was also Colby's massage.
We watched WandaVision, but Colby is behind on that, so we probably will.
How many episodes are out right now?
7.
Yeah, I am 7.
Yeah, Colby is 7 episodes behind, so we won't really talk about that. Other comic stuff. I did watch Shazam, the 2019 DC movie. I think Michael's the only other one that saw that. Now I went in knowing that I would hate it because it's DC, and so I set myself up for disappointment. And of course, I was just
good to be consistent, Dave.
I was easily disappointed in the movie because it was just hot street trash.
Yep.
How did you feel about the movie, Mick?
The exact opposite. Let's talk about something else.
Did you actually not like it, Dave?
Oh, I actually really liked the movie. I thought it was really fun.
I was waiting for when Dave.
Then I hated
stop.
it. I thought it was bad.
I'm pretty sure it's the best, of those DC movies that's been post Christopher Nolan. That is probably my favorite. It was really funny. I like it because it's like a kid superhero, so it doesn't take itself seriously like some of the other DC movies do. It really doesn't take itself very seriously at all, down to like the very end of the movie too. So I really liked it. I thought it was funny. I like Zachary Levi a lot too, and the guy that plays, what is it, Billy? What's his name?
Billy.
Yeah, Billy something. I forgot his last name.
Billy Batson.
Billy Batson.
Billy
Yeah,
Batson.
he was really good actor. I thought he was great. And then his friend is one of the kids from It. The nerdy, like, kind of the one that has the mom, the gross, like clingy mom. He's kind of the sidekick of Billy in the movie. So they had really great chemistry. I liked it though. I thought it was really, really fun. I wanted to see it for a while now, and it's on HBO Max. So Brie and I watched it one night.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, so what were
Dun, dun,
what were your thoughts on the movie, Mick? I mean, as our resident DC aficionado.
I really liked it. It was fun. It was good action. Like you said, the kid actor who played Billy Batson was. I think his portrayal and Zachary Levi's portrayal of the same character was done really well. So you believed it was the same person because Captain Marvel, or Shazam, as he's known now, is he's a kid that gets kind of unluckied into this situation where he is granted the power of, I don't know all of them, but like a bunch of Greek gods.
I bet we could figure it out based off the name. Let's see. S, Samson, H, Hercules, A, Achilles, or Athena, Z, Zeus, A, other
Zeus.
A, and then M, Minerva?
Mercury.
I don't know. Mercury, the speed of
Mercury. Yeah. And so for him to then transform into this Greek god type character, he says Shazam, and becomes a full-grown adult with these amazing superpowers, but he still retains his true identity, his true form in his mind. So he's still like a 13-year-old kid. in the body of this like Superman type character, which is it's a really interesting character and story. So I would recommend the movie. It's fun.
I'll try to watch it. I have a hard time watching like movies in general. Like I'll just be like, oh, a movie's 2 hours long. I don't have that kind of time. And then like I'm like 5 episodes into a TV show, and I'm like, oh, I could have just watched.
Could have just watched the movie.
So, yeah, but I've meant to watch that one. That one looks good.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's a fun one.
Are they going to do any
then.
sequel, or is there any plan to tie it into
I think
other
eventually,
movies? Or
yeah, I think eventually they're doing more sequel stuff with it.
Isn't Dwayne the Rock Johnson gonna play like a bad guy in one of them?
He's Black Adam.
Yeah.
He's getting his own movie actually.
And he's a villain.
When
though,
When's
right?
that supposed to come out?
I think the origin of his character is like a villain, but recently in the comics he's been more kind of anti-hero / kind of neutral person. So I think they're going more that route with him.
I would have a hard time seeing Dwayne the Rock play like a bad guy, like a full on.
Yeah.
what you mean you didn't see The Mummy Returns, where he plays the Scorpion King?
No, I
His
have not.
his theatrical
Actually, I think I've seen
film
that.
debut. That was his first movie, wasn't it, Mick? Scorpion King,
Unfortunately,
or not Scorpion King?
Mummy too.
Mummy Returns, and then he
Yep.
reprises his role as the Scorpion King in the film The Scorpion King.
And then he's replaced in the Scorpion King 2
There was a
Probably
another,
another,
second Scorpion King.
with probably another WWE.
Oh
wrestler.
jeez.
I think there were
Been
more.
meaning-
Than,
I
I
think
think there
the-
were like 3.
Oh man, you guys like the Mummy movies, right? Or
I
I
is
like the first one.
Yeah.
The second one's okay, and then the third one I think I've seen maybe twice.
I've never seen the third one. I've seen the first one the most, and I really like that movie. Mick and I grew up watching that. That was one of the first PG-13 movies that Michael and I saw.
I think that might have
it's
been
on
the first
HBO.
one I've seen.
And then the second movie is fun, but it's kind of meh, you know.
It's one of those sequels that is very much a rehash
of the first
one,
movie.
and then not done very well, so it kind of suffers. There are cool things about it though, but have you guys seen the Tom Cruise one at all?
No.
No,
Is it
I heard
bad?
it was not
I-
good.
I didn't see it, and I heard it was really bad.
Yeah, but
I
you're,
heard
you're a
they
huge
tried
Tom
to,
Cruise
like-
fan.
I am, but I don't
You
like.
don't have
bad
to be a fan of
movies.
everything.
Yeah,
I don't know. I heard that they were trying to like make that into a cinematic universe.
they had like 6 movies planned, and they announced it before
The Universal Monster.
his mummy.
Yeah.
It was called the Dark Universe, and they had like all these actors like ready for their roles and ready for the movies, and then the mummy came out and like tanked, and then they were like, it was like that that gif of Homer Simpson like slowly backing into the hedge.
Oh, yeah.
it was like that, where it was like, yeah, never mind, we're just gonna
They called it the Dark Universe.
the Dark Universe. It was like the monster universe, the Universal monsters.
They were probably gonna do
Yeah,
like
it
a
was-
Frankenstein and like
They were doing a
like-
like Angelina Jolie was going to be Frankenstein's wife, monster, whoever. her
Bride of
character is.
Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein. Yes, Bride of Frankenstein. I think Johnny Depp was going to be Invisible Man.
Well, they didn't they come out with an Invisible Man movie?
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, I don't think
Javier
it was tied in with
Bardem
that,
was
though.
going to be, I think, Wolfman.
So they had, like an all-star cast basically for all these.
Yeah, Russell Crowe was
Dr. Jekyll, right?
Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It just shows you that you can't just
Make a
plan 6
universe.
movies before the first one is even out and
Yeah.
see how it performs.
Well,
so.
I think it also shows that like not everything is suited for a universe, like a web of films.
Yeah.
That,
well,
that
in
are
their
a universe.
defense, those Universal monsters are some of like the earliest, like larger cinematic universes. Like look back to all the movies that came out in like the 30s and the 40s. All of those are like connected. They're the same like universe, but now it just
Yeah.
didn't
And then
work
they're
with
all brought
what they
together
were
in Abbott and Costello movies.
saying. But that was their version of the Avengers.
Pretty much,
Where they
pretty
finally
much,
come
yeah.
together.
I will say though that you mentioned that Invisible Man movie that came out. That movie is actually pretty good.
I heard that did pretty
Yeah.
good.
That has the
Those
girl
are
from Mad
reviews.
Men in it, right?
Yeah, Elizabeth Moss. Pretty fun. I mean, it's not like, you know, high cinema, but for like a horror movie, it's got some fun
Was that-
clever twists.
What year did that come out?
Probably
Last year.
2020.
19, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I.
2020?
Yeah, 2019 or
Thought it was
2020.
really
It's on.
recent,
I think
but-
it's still on HBO. I think that's where I watched it.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. It was fun. But yeah, if you're gonna make a cinematic universe, you gotta like stick the first movie without trying to like. I feel like that one, from what I heard, like they were trying to shoehorn in like all the tie-ins, like all like setting up everything without making the movie actually good.
It was weird though because I didn't see the Mummy movie, but I saw like clips from it and like pictures, screenshots from it, and one of the screenshots was either the Book of the Dead or the other book. It
The Book
was
of
the
the
same
Living?
prop. It was the same prop as the
From the original
book
Mummy
in
movies?
the Brendan Fraser one. So there was some like maybe some connection there, but yeah, who knows?
Amun Ra, Amun Day.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Speaks of the night
yesterday.
and the day. Surya Haro.
Yasaway, Mick just awakened a mummy somewhere in Egypt right now, and he is coming for Michael. He's on his way.
You must not read from the book.
It's a fun movie. Like Landon got me thinking about it now.
It's a great movie.
It is.
It's one you could always go to.
And I really like Brendan Fraser.
And
I thought he was
those
great
mummy
in those
mummy effects still hold up. The CGI mummy stuff still looks really good.
There was kind of like a window of like 97 maybe to like 2001 that a lot of movies kind of gave it their all, I feel like, on special effects. And even though for the limitations they had at the time, they did a great job, and some of the effects still hold up. And then I don't know. And then you watch like Avatar,
And then you
watch
and then you
Avatar
have the
now,
whole,
and you're like,
then
Yeah,
you
but
have
at least
the,
like they made like 3 more of them, right? That are all gonna come out.
I think
the
it's
Avatar
supposed to be
extended
5
universe. That's the franchise I'm most looking forward to.
No.
I
have
never
an
even
extended universe.
I never watched the original Avatar.
It blows. Don't
Yeah,
waste
me
your
neither,
time.
because
That's what
I didn't want to waste.
And
my
I
time.
also
Exactly.
I have a feeling that like those next 3 movies are gonna bomb. Like I don't think they're gonna do that great. Maybe that's a bold prediction, but
See, that's what everyone said about like Titanic and the first Avatar, and then they were like,
So does James
like,
Cameron just
amazing
have some weird
successes.
deal with the devil that
think
he
so.
can make these
He's like, my movies will be good.
Yeah, or not good, but just make a lot of money.
money.
Yeah, but they'll have an audience.
Because like I understand Avatar with the whole 3D thing, but the fact that it single-handedly, or that it, not single-handedly, the fact that it so easily became the highest-grossing film for the longest time, still I don't really understand how/why. Like I could see maybe the 3D things contributing a little bit to it, like maybe like 30% bump or something, but not, almost making $3 billion or whatever it was that was the worldwide gross for Avatar.
Isn't it just like a poorly done Pocahontas story, kind of like
yeah,
classic, like,
yeah, kind of, yeah.
evil men come to planet or like to place and try to like take over.
Settlers or
Yeah.
yeah, it's
What movie
military
was going
is
back and forth with
evil,
Avatar
Trees are good.
for top
What?
grossing?
What you
What
said?
movie was going back and forth with Avatar for like top grossing film?
What do you mean
Endgame,
back
right,
and
or-
forth?
I mean, Endgame surpassed
Wasn't
it, but
Endgame? Yeah, and then was it Endgame that re-released something? It came out
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. Disney said, "Gimme,
just so they
gimme."
could pass Avatar.
Yeah,
They should
they
re-release
re-released like a new version of the movie while the movie was still in theaters, basically, and they added, it was like 2 minutes or something. I don't even remember, what was it that they added? Do you remember, Mick?
I don't know, some
Like
hair
something
sex
stupid.
scene or something.
No.
that
We're
what it
talking
was?
about we're talking about Endgame.
Oh,
Landon's like, oh, I gotta watch Endgame again.
Yeah, dude. I'm all in.
Whatever it
I don't
takes.
remember. It might have been like some end credit thing, something, and I don't know.
Gotcha.
I actually only saw
That's what I was
Endgame
trying to
once.
say.
I think I only did too.
I only saw
I
it
think
once.
Mick's seen it a couple times.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah. Mick's like, and I'll stop there.
Times the first day it came out.
Oh,
It's a
goodness.
long movie. It's 3 hours.
Um,
Justice
Yeah.
League's gonna be 4 hours though.
At least you have the
That's gonna
comfort
be
of your
an event.
like home to like pause and.
By Justice
I guess the
Justice League, do you
places-
mean
the places that it's?
Zack Snyder's Justice
Zack
League.
Snyder's The Justice League or Justice
I
League?
do. I don't mean Justice League. I mean
Justice
Zack
League.
Snyder's.
Dude, what did you think of the
Justice
trailer?
League.
The new trailer.
It was no, not that one. There was a
The
new
newest
one
one.
Oh, okay.
that came out last week, I think. It was good. I was talking to a friend of the show, Josh, about it, and it was like, yeah, there's nothing like really new that they showed that like got me more excited for. I'm already like super excited to see it. So
They showed more of the Joker. Jared Leto Joker.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto Joker.
They did show a shot of the character Darkseid, who looks amazing. He looks like terrifying. Like I was talking to a friend of the show, Jonah, about it, and I was like, yeah, Thanos, he just looked like a big purple thumb, but
Yeah.
Darkseid actually looks like he could like destroy something, you know? So yeah, I'm excited for it. But I guess the places that it's showing in theaters, they're giving a 10-minute intermission halfway through.
So you have to be there 10 minutes
Yeah.
That
longer.
makes sense.
Well, to go to the bathroom.
That makes
10
sense.
minutes
Like
or
a
4
play or
hours, it's
something.
like that's not a big deal.
It was more like
Yeah.
a dig into the movie, but you know.
We know what you were trying to say.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch it
and
from
it
the
didn't
comfort of my
work.
home.
Yeah, me too.
Or
From
yeah, I just would
probably
rather
Josh's home.
something that long, like sit down on the couch, make some popcorn.
My question
Yeah.
is, after I watch the movie, when we talk about it on here, should I lie to Michael and just say that it was good so that we avoid like brother ending relationship? Like do I just say
I would
like
never want you to lie to me.
What if
You
you
should
like
speak-
it, Dave?
You should speak how you feel, and then when we disagree on it, it'll give us things to talk about on the podcast.
It'll make Dave mad
Yeah,
if he
Dave.
likes it. Like if you like.
Yeah,
it,
well,
I'll
he'd be
say
like,
it's super good.
I wanted to hate this movie, but I
I'm
do
trying to
like
think which
it.
ones I need to watch. What
I
do
still
I
need
need
to see
to watch?
Aquaman. I haven't seen that one. Is that good?
You don't technically need
I
to
haven't
watch
either.
that
I
before
heard it was-
Justice
I
League,
like
right?
I like Aquaman. Aquaman takes place after Justice League.
Oh, spoilers! So I shouldn't watch it yet.
Aquaman.
I mean,
lives.
sure,
Damn it.
I guess.
You need
No.
to see
Um,
Wonder Woman 84, Landon, because you missed the boat on that one.
Do I need to see that before Justice League? Snack cider.
I mean,
No,
technically,
snack
it's
ciders.
a prequel, right?
Snack
But I mean,
Snyder.
but the normal Justice League came out before it, so I don't know if like.
Yeah, you don't.
I've seen Man of Steel. I've seen Batman v Superman. Do I need to watch any other ones before Zack Snyder's Justice
No.
League?
just.
Okay.
I mean, no. There's really nothing else out there to watch. I think.
Okay. I did tell Mick I would rewatch all of them before the Snyder Cut came out.
I was actually
That
considering that. And then I thought about
How much
rewatching
time?
Suicide Squad, and then I kind of was like,
Actually,
I was like-
I don't
I
know.
was
If
like,
was Suicide Squad part of that deal? I don't.
You don't have to.
That
You don't
one.
have to rewatch that one because it's really like Zack Snyder's trilogy: Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League. Like
So I just need to rewatch Man of Steel
if you want
And then-
to, yeah.
and then Batman v Superman director or Snyder Cut, and then
That's
I'll
if you want to. Yeah, if you want to build up to Justice League, I would like those. I would recommend you should watch. You can add Suicide Squad if you want
I
to. But those two, I like. Those are kind of necessary.
Yeah.
To,
no, this
Go
comes
back to
out.
it.
It's like a week and a half, right? I mean,
no,
when is it?
it's March 18th.
Oh, did it get pushed back?
March
or
18th. No,
March
it's like going
18th.
still what like
Thank you,
three like
Colby.
about a month away then.
okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
about a
little
month.
more. For
Not
some reason, I
quite,
thought it was the
3 weeks.
beginning
Does
of
it, like-
March that it was coming out.
Does it like release on midnight one night or?
I don't know. I don't know when.
So you can
Yeah, I'm
watch
not
till the
sure.
sun comes up.
I'm going over to
Start.
Jonah's though on Thursday to watch it. I was like, I talked to him and I was like, we could just wait till the weekend. He's like, no, we're not gonna wait. Like, okay, we'll just do it Thursday after
What if
we both get off work.
I love the movie and Mick hates it. Like,
That would be
Oh, that's a
interesting.
weird.
who's more upset at themselves at that point?
You.
I don't know. I feel like you're both upset at yourself. No.
And like somehow you're mad at each other. Like,
How
Yeah.
could I like?
Why
the
did you
movie?
like it?
I mean, yeah,
No.
probably. Like, would that surprise you? It wouldn't surprise me.
Broken world? Like,
Yeah.
anyway, I'm inviting
I'm really
myself
excited
to
for that
watch
one.
movies with you guys. So whenever you guys watch movies, I'll watch movies.
I watch movies like all the time. So are you coming over like in a half hour?
Colby's just...
You guys can get your massages together while you watch the movie. You know,
dude, couples massages are the best. You can hold hands when you're like getting the power elbow or whatever it's called.
People's elbow.
The power elbow.
It was a really powerful elbow. I'll give her that.
Well, when she jumps off of the corner of a fighting rink, you know, you get some power.
Oh yeah, there's some oomph under it.
Yeah.
Well then, was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about this week? Any other just great, exciting stories or things that we just...
WandaVision episode 7 was cool. You should watch it.
Whoa!
Yeah, Colby, just watch episode 7. So don't watch the others.
Okay. I'll do anything Dave tells me.
Then we can talk about it next week. Well, because is it 8 or 9 episodes?
There's 2 more episodes.
2 more? Okay.
Oh, there's 2? I thought there's only 8 episodes. Oh, dude, now I'm excited. I thought I just had 1 left. Oh, boy.
2 more.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Okay, maybe 2 weeks from now we can do a full season spoiler cast.
Yeah, put me on instead of
WandaVision.
Yeah, Colby. We'll just have Colby on the sidelines.
He'd be so mad,
whimpering as the rest of us are talking about it.
Yeah, just like every other week.
Well, Will, you've done a great impression of Colby this week. I totally bought it. I mean, there's a couple times where you slipped up a little, but you got right back into that Colby character. And so, Will, I'm glad you got your massage or whatever. So
thanks.
Thanks. Now we're going to talk a little bit about philosophy here, okay? Because Descartes, his approach.
So I'm playing a new anime game.
It's been a while since we haven't since Will hasn't been on the show. He's kind of become more of a regular, I would say. So it's fun to not have him here because then we can rip into him. But
yeah,
it is fun to not have him here. Yeah.
But maybe he'll be back next week and then we can go back to our status quo of making fun of Colby. So anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
No, I'm good.
If you guys are looking to watch a fun DC cartoon show, watch Young Justice. Good show. Young Justice, you recommend? Yep. Okay. Do we need to watch it before we watch Snyder Cut? You need to watch it during. That too? Okay. No, Colby's just going to keep showing up unannounced to watch things with Mick. I'm here.
I'll bring the popcorn, dude.
Oh, okay. You're good.
Mick That's your can bring the massage table.
I'm invited.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening this week. If there is nothing else, then you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And we'll be back. Thanks. Next Saturday or Sunday, whenever I release these episodes. Saturday. Oh, yeah. Wink, wink. Yeah, because we recorded on the 20th. Saturday. We always record on Saturday. Yeah. All right. Well, bye. 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 Okay, Can't bye. Wait for my Saturday night with the boys. Saturday.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.